let's be honest, most of y'all have not accepted yourself. Most of y'all have settled for a version of yourself that you don't even like, but you simply don't believe that you can be any better or that you deserve any better, so you don't take the steps to do it. And don't get angry at people like me that will simply be okay with who they are, but also strive to be someone better, because I never want to stop evolving. The only way I will ever stop evolving is when I'm dead. Let's make it self-acceptance, but you can still make changes in your life. I believe that we can all accept ourselves, but I don't believe that we should just be who we are, because you set yourself up for failure. So instead of, oh, just accept yourself and let's be happy and I am going to tell you guys what you actually can do and what will actually work. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so first things first, you have to come to terms with your situation. Look at your situation right now. Maybe you're overweight, maybe you're underweight, maybe you're not happy with your financial, maybe you're not happy with the home that you're living in. Whatever is happening that is going on, maybe you don't have good grades, I don't know. Look at your situation and be like, okay, it is what it is. And you know why it is what it is such a good affirmation? Because it's not positive, it's not negative. It puts you in a neutral state for you to start thinking about solutions. So if this actually also helps with anxiety and overthinking. So if I put myself in a state of, okay, this person ghosted me, this person insulted me, whatever, it is what it is, Liz. You lost that brand deal, it is what it is. You didn't get the job, you didn't get the good grades, it is what it is. When we put ourselves in a position where we come to terms with our situation, we can actually look forward and we can actually look at, okay, what can I do now? So after you come to terms with your situation, then you have to look at what can I control right now. If somebody hurts you really badly, you can control how you react to it. You can control how you allow the other person to make you feel right now. You can control how nice you are to yourself, how you take care of yourself. You can control what you put in your body. You can control how you move your body. If you have a lot of financial stress right now, you can control how you budget your money. You can control like looking for other ways to get money. And it doesn't matter what kind of job it is. Just get a random job. Like even the most embarrassing jobs, a job is never embarrassing if that is what gives you money or like food on the table. Like it's important, it's a survival thing. Never think like, oh no, if I take this job I'll be embarrassed, whatever. No, if that's what you need to do in order to survive or have like food on the table, it doesn't need to be your career. Job is just right now so you have money. Like that's good, okay? If you don't want that to be your career, it doesn't matter, as long as it's giving you money, as long as you are working towards your purpose, you are doing very, very well. You can control what you watch, what you listen to. Look at the things that you can control right now and that you can change. Realize that you have the power to change things. Try something new for the next 30 days and stick to it. I do not care how small this thing is. Whatever it is, try to do it. If you, for example, if you say for the next 30 days, I'm not going to drink soda anymore. Well, amazing. If you stick to it for 30 days, you will actually prove to yourself that you can be consistent on something. And if you can be consistent on something small, you will be able to be consistent on bigger things. See, if you keep promising yourself things and you never deliver and you keep lying to yourself like that, you will never be able to trust yourself and you will never be able to change your situation or get out of it. So I want you to set a goal, and it can be as small as like, I don't know, but at least set a goal and do it for the next 30 days. And I promise you, you will feel differently about yourself. Go somewhere that involves being around other people, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's going to yoga, whether it's going to a painting class, whether it's just going to the park, walking and seeing other people. Do that. When people are in a very bad situation, they tend to isolate themselves. I have done this. I know my friends, family, they do the same thing. But the issue is with that is when you come out of your isolation and somebody starts to talk to you, you get major anxiety. And I have time and time again experienced this because I am a person, I'm very introverted. I like to be in my own space, but then I isolate myself for a long time, and then I go outside and somebody comes up to me like, oh, you're the Wizard Liz. I get so shy because I don't surround myself enough with other people. I don't have a job where I have to surround myself. So I literally now, I always I joined the gym that has like a personal training program, and then like 3 times a week I'm literally talking to other people, I'm engaging with other people, and I always go for, every single day I go for to get my 10,000 steps, and I've been doing this religiously for like 2 months now, every single day. And by the way, honey, the body changes as well, my personal training body changes. So go somewhere where you are surrounded by other people. You don't even have to talk to them. Just because, so you see other people, that you get out of the place that you're isolating yourself in, and that you get into a new space. So you literally get yourself out of that negative environment. Sometimes negativity is not only in our mind, it's also in the room. You know what the thing is like? For example, when I go back to the country where I grew up, I cannot be in certain places or restaurants because I remember stuff that happened there, and it leaves like a negative energy for me. And even like being in my old room is like icky for me because I used to be very depressed there. Or even the clothes that I used to wear back then, I don't want to wear now because I feel the energy is still attached to it. So that's why it's so important to get yourself out of your space right now where you don't feel good, and into another space, seeing another environment. Another thing is nobody cares about your life, okay? I'm gonna tell you something, this is quite harsh. Nobody literally cares whether you make it or you don't. Because people are so self-obsessed and people are so focused on themselves. And you thinking that anyone is coming to save you, coming to help you, get you out of that rut, no, they will not. Because people have so many problems themselves that they are trying to fix. Especially in this day and age, they cannot afford to take other people's problems on them. Things as well, people don't really care what happened to you or what you went through. They only care really what you can do for them and how you make them feel. Because people are our core, like how we are, is we are selfish, you know? People are selfish. So when you are just draining people or complaining all the time, most likely you won't have a lot of friends because they simply cannot stand to listen to you. For example, I tell a lot about my trauma, I talk about it, my abuse, everything. People don't really care about it, and I don't think they have to. But they even use it against me, because when I say anything that's controversial, they say, oh, you can see she's a traumatized person. Oh, you can see that she's not healed. They try to use my trauma against me because that's how people are. They're vile. So first of all, you know what? I'm gonna say this honestly. If you have been through a lot of stuff and trauma, do not just share that with people, because people will really lose respect for you. And that's just how they are. I have seen it in my own environment. People start to label you as the traumatized person, as the crazy person, as the person that went through something. Do not just tell everyone. Tell someone when you really, really trust them. The only reason I ever spoke about this was to help other people in the same situation. Otherwise, I would have never, ever in my life disclosed this to the internet, because honestly, it just works as a disadvantage. Just come to terms with nobody cares. Okay, so whether you try something or you don't, whether you succeed at it or fail at it, everyone is just going to continue with their lives. So you can sit there and cry, okay? Or you can actually do something so you can evolve with other people, or you just stay behind. This is how the world is. Realize that you are the problem. See, a lot of you people are very toxic. A lot of you people have a lot of issues that you have not dealt with. And then you wonder, oh, why do I not have a lover? Why don't I have friends? Why do I not have this? Why do I not have, like, can I not create a business? Why don't I have financial things? First of all, you guys maybe be spending like crazy. You guys cannot keep a job. Some of you are just like the people also that complain like, oh, why did I gain so much weight, whatever. Some of you are just plain lazy, and that's it. To be honest with yourself. Me too. Like, I looked at myself and I was like, whoa, Liz, these behaviors of you are toxic. Let's fix them. Let's go to therapy. When I barely went to the gym or wanted to do anything and kept binge eating, I was literally like, girl, like, you have so many mental health issues, first of all, and second of all, you're just lazy. You are lazy. You are afraid of getting out of your comfort zone. And that was the truth. And I told myself, but sometimes you have to come to terms with the situation and be like, okay, this is what it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. You're just being honest with yourself because you need a reality check. It's the reality checks that wake us up to who we are supposed to be. Another thing that the self-acceptance cult loves to preach is that other people should also accept them. No. You guys should learn how to deal with other people. I am not the same with a very religious person as I am with an open-minded person. Because I'm not going to say stuff that is going to offend them. Because you have to respect people. Other people have different beliefs. They come from a different background. They were raised in a different way. It's the same way that people think that they can go to different countries, different cultures, and like, oh no, I have my own ways. They have to accept how I am. No, you have to respect the country you're going to. That's just how it is. So narcissistic, in my opinion, to think that anyone should accept you. No, everyone has their own beliefs. You should just learn how to deal with different people. You should learn how to communicate and talk with different people. Once you learn the art of communication, you will actually see how beautiful it is, because you can start to network with a lot of people and a lot of chances might get your way, because the more you know how to deal with people, the more that you get bigger chances into evolving your life. You get what you focus on. See, if I tell you today, listen, I want you from now on to only focus on red cars, okay? Think about red cars, whatever. I promise you the next few weeks, whatever, you will see a lot of red cars. Why? Because that's your focus. Now, if you're constantly in your mind thinking, this is what's going wrong, this is what's bad about my life, this is negative, you get what you focus on. That is what you are attracting. Because your subconscious mind doesn't know any different. They just only know you and what you tell them and what you focus on. So if you're constantly telling your subconscious mind, I am ugly, I don't have money, I will never succeed, that's what your subconscious mind believes. They think, oh, okay, that's an ugly person that will never succeed and doesn't have money. That's what you will create. But if you start to divert your focus to, okay, how can I fix this? What can I do to fix this? What can I listen to that will actually give me good affirmations in my mind? And how can I change my self-belief about myself? And you don't immediately have to believe what you're saying. You just say them. And so, sometimes I literally say stuff, they're ridiculous. Like a month ago, I got a complete rash on my face. I was filled with rashes. And I kept every single day doing my skincare routine. I kept continuing and I kept saying, my skin is clear and glowing. I kept saying that to myself. And literally, my skin cleared up. And listen, it might not have been because of the affirmations I said and it just naturally cleared up. Yes, that's true. But I'd much rather stand there and say that to myself. And yes, I also thought like, Liz, what are you doing? Or I didn't really believe it. Then be like, oh, I hate my skin. Oh, look at my skin, whatever. No, I refuse to talk to myself like that. And also realize that everything was created in the mind first. For example, look at this thing. Like, this is a toy for my cat, right? It's a tail. I don't know what this is. Literally, somebody had to think about this first before they created it. So everything you do, you think about first. Even when you get up in the morning, you think, oh, okay, I have to get up now. And then you get up. The mind is powerful. The mind is powerful. So you have to realize what you are thinking is what you are attracting. Even if you want to create a future, you want to manifest, if you visualize yourself in a certain way, that thing will come to reality. I remember when I had nothing, I would visualize myself having everything. And today I did manifest it because I had, like, you know, when you have nothing and you're at rock bottom, you become like kind of delusional. It's like the only thing you have. So you start to fantasize in your head and you create like this outside world that you would like to create yourself. But you're actually manifesting. You are, without you realizing it. So me, I would actually create like this whole world that I would love to be in and have. And I attracted it. because that was like my escape. My head was my escape. Before I would go to bed, I would actually like feel it, like me being that person. And now I am that person. So if you have to try it. If you don't believe it, try it. I promise you, your mind controls your life. As important as the mind is, so is the gut. What you eat is important. We do not know what they put in these processed foods. Listen, if I was in power, right, and I wanted to control the masses, I would put certain chemicals in the food to control the masses and to make them depressed, to make them lonely, to like do whatever, you know, but to make them anything but strong and healthy. I would do that because it makes sense. It's like, that's how you control the mass. You cannot control healthy, healed people. You can't control them. Think about all these over-processed foods that you're eating. There must be stuff in that food that you're not realizing, but that is also affecting your mood, your mental health, everything. Start to care about what you put in your body. Read books about this. Read books about nutrition. Read even books. I'm reading a book right now. It's about glucose and glucose spikes and insulin and how it leads to so many diseases. So you have to get knowledge about these things. Most people don't know it, and people also don't want to teach it, because if people start to get knowledge about this, they will actually start to care about their health instead of going to the pharmacy who's subscribed to like 10,000 pills and make these people more ill than they are. Take that power back and realize that your gut is literally connected to your brain. If you eat certain types of food, it will affect your mood, it will affect your brain. Realize these things. This is not a joke. Another thing is, it's okay to do things differently, but at least do something. Do something right now. You don't have to do like how any successful person your age is doing it. That doesn't have to be your way, because you guys did not come from the same place, and you will never end up the same. You will never feel the same when you get the thing that they have, you know, and they might even portray to you that they're so happy, but they're not. So don't base your goals on a lie. Base your goals on what you want, okay? See, my dream version of a person is me at my best potential. There is no one else I want to be like. Know that for yourself, and know that no matter how you do it, or whatever road you take, or how far, like how long it takes you, how hard it is for you, how easy it is, it doesn't matter. As long as you do something, do something. Like that quote says, if you can't walk, start crawling. For the next 30 days, spend your time 1 hour a day wisely. 1 hour a day where I don't want you to be scrolling on social media. I don't want you to be scrolling on TikTok. Don't want you to be watching stupid things. I want you to actually, for 1 hour a day, watch something that you can learn from, like a podcast, an interview that's actually like, that brings value, that can teach you something. Read a book for 1 hour a day. You can choose to meditate for 1 hour a day, journal for 1 hour a day, something that you know that you're spending your time wisely. Even cooking for yourself, even cooking is meditating. You know, meditating, people think you have to sit on the ground and do like sound and be there still. No, meditating is just doing something you love and not thinking about anything, just enjoying your time. That's meditation. So 1 hour a day, I want you to do something that will evolve you. The thing is, get moving at least 30 minutes a day. Whether it's a small workout that you do at home, or you go for a walk 30 minutes a day. I'm telling you, I'm getting my 10,000 steps in every single day since 2 months now, every single day, and my body has leaned out so much. I know people that were overweight that literally just because of walking lost a ton of weight, but they just do it consistently. And you can walk around, actually, you can walk around for 1 hour a day whilst you're listening to something that will evolve you, something that you can learn from. You have then 2 birds in 1 stone. Start journaling, start writing down what you're grateful for, start writing down questions. Like I said hundreds of times, because it's so important, look up journaling questions, look up shadow work questions, and write them down, and at least, like, I don't know, maybe you do like 2 questions a week or something. You write them down and you answer the question honestly. So with journaling, you really get to know yourself. You get to know the depths that you have been trying to hide from yourself. When I journal, things come up that I was like, whoa, Liz, I didn't even know that this was going on. It's because we're so busy and our mind is always stimulated with other things that we never realize that still those kind of things that happen to us are stuck in our body. But when you're journaling, you're actually releasing it. And once you start releasing more and more, first of all, you feel much more lighter. You're less likely to get a disease, because a lot of stress that we hold in that we are not even conscious of can lead to serious diseases later on in our life. And I'm literally telling you, things like this will save your life. And as well, when you get to know yourself more, you're more confident, you're more likely to make changes in your life because you know who you are. Nobody else can tell you who you are when you know who you are. Last is you have to pick yourself up. You know what I hate to see, and I get so frustrated because I'm a very empathic person with my friends and family when I see them and they're not living up to their potential. And you know what the saddest thing is? Like seeing a person living but losing their potential, and you can see that potential but they can't see it for themselves, and you keep telling them, come on, you can do better, come on, you can do this, oh, if you try this you will be amazing. But they don't want to try it because they don't think that they deserve it, they don't think they can do it. And that's the saddest thing ever. Like I don't know where I read this or heard this, it was like the graveyard is the saddest place on earth because it's filled with people that never realize their potential. That's so sad. You have to realize there is people there now, yeah? They are realizing their potential and they're trying to do the best they can in order to become that version that they want to be. And like you just settling for a life you don't want, basically nobody will care about that, and nobody will come and pick you up and say, hey, let's go with me. No, most of the time they will leave you behind, because you know what, when you evolve in a certain way, you're on a certain vibration and you cannot even energetically be with those kind of people anymore, because people that constantly complain bring these people's vibration down and they cannot energetically stand to be around you. So it will get very lonely for you. So you have to realize the only person that will be there in order for you to move forward is you. But I just know that you can do it, and you have to know that you can do it. So you have to pick yourself up and be like, you know what, this will not be my story. My story is different, and I will create that story for myself, and nobody is gonna stop me until I get there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye bye.